Hello, Octave, it's me, Winter Andrew, to another video of Weekly Andrew, in which the first anime that I was watching for this season has ended, which of course is Arknights Rise from Ember, due to it only being 10 episodes long, but yeah, it was another good season, which I barely can actually follow the story still. But I guess from my understanding, the entire season was basically focused around Talala, which is Chin's sister, who is also the person that ended up creating Reunion. But when they were still kids, she ended up getting kidnapped basically by someone, and also ended up later getting possessed by that person. And that is the reason why she's done all these bad things. So it's actually the kidnapper, I guess, or something that was doing all that. Really doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but apparently that's what's happened. Also, second episode of the season was entirely backstory, I guess. It was covering an entire arc in a single episode, which had a lot of backstory and of course and everything, but yeah, it was kind of rushed, considering an entire arc in a single episode. That is guaranteed to be rushed. But despite that, it did a pretty good job at actually telling the story and everything, to be honest, I think. But yeah, I guess that's all I really have to mention there so far, because I don't really think there's anything else about this season I really think was that important. Just got the backstory stuff, that all the backstories that we got. Whole season was focused around Talala. That's all the major things, to be honest. But yeah, this season has apparently finished the end of the first act of the story, so I guess in a few years, if we get another season, we will be seeing the beginning of Act 2. So that's nice, I guess. But yeah, that's all I have to mention there for Arknights. So moving on to some stuff when it comes to War Thunder, I have to mention here, because yeah, I had an interesting battle on Monday as a result of having some pretty bad connection issues, considering I basically spent the entire battle with at least 20% packet loss, and it got up to over 40% multiple times throughout the battle. But despite that, I somehow managed to end up getting the highest score out of everyone in the battle with 8 kills while only dying 3 times. So I ended up basically starting in my B29 first, obviously, because I'm still trying to spade that thing. Currently over halfway on progressing on the progress for that thing, which is very good. But yeah, I managed to kill 9 ground units in the B29. Probably would have been able to get more if it wasn't for the connection issues and everything, considering I imagine that caused a bit of a delay in when my bombs actually dropped. So I probably could have gotten more than 9 ground units. But I also managed to somehow get an assist on someone. But yeah, obviously ended up dying. No surprise there, I was in a fucking B29. You're going to die unless you're completely ignored for some reason. But after that, I got on my F7F Tiger Cat, in which I managed to get a kill, or 2. Don't actually remember if I managed to get 1 or 2 kills in that one. But yeah, I ended up dying due to connection issues. Again, because yeah, the connection issues just caused my plane to just randomly crash into the ground. Yeah, I didn't get killed. The game killed me, basically. So, yeah. I then got into my F2H-2 Banshee, in which I somehow managed to stay alive for almost the rest of the battle, and get 6 or 7 kills as well. And that was with all those connection issues, which is causing my plane to even just do like random flips and crap when it's supposed to be flying in a straight line. Seriously, I genuinely do not understand how I managed to live as long as I did and get as many kills as I did in that thing. Considering I was even being chased by 3 enemies at one point. 2 of them end up breaking off and turned back around eventually, but 1 of them continued chasing me, and eventually got close enough to where I actually had to start trying to avoid them and kind of got into a dogfight, which I somehow won. Even with all those connection issues I had in that battle. I somehow managed to win a dogfight. Though I didn't actually manage to kill him, he eventually just started running away. But still, with a basically minimum 20% package loss due to connection issues, I managed to somehow win a dogfight. Yeah. But I eventually did get killed, of course, right before the end of the battle, basically, when my wings got ripped off by someone, annoyingly. But yeah, that's the only thing I really have to mention for War Thunder was just that battle there, cause yeah, that was something. But moving on to World of Warships, I guess, some stuff I got to mention there. I am still playing the World War II operations, of course, considering, yeah, it is very good for grinding, especially considering the recurring reward for getting 10 stars after you finish the last chapter of the Name of the Tomorrow event. Yeah, you get those rare boosters. So yeah, those are pretty good rewards. And makes it even easier to grind, especially considering I have now started using my Tulsa instead, and yeah, I'm absolutely loving that thing, considering I'm able to get like 700,000 to 1.5 million credits every single fucking battle, with 160% credits booster on it. So yeah. As a result of that, I've managed to very quickly build up enough credits to actually get my very first tier 10 tech tree ship, which was the Worcester. And I have also started working on trying to get all the other American ships I've had researched for quite a while, but never had enough credits to buy. I've gotten the Buffalo, and I'm going to be getting the Fletcher next. And after that, I'll be trying to get the Kansas and Nebraska. Get all that done, and I'll actually have all my ships in American tech tree bought again. Besides everything lower than tier 7 at least. Because I sold everything that was tier 7 and lower pretty much. Because I have no interest in keeping those. Those just take up a shitload of port slots that I do not really care about. So, yeah. Everything tier 8 and up, though, those I'm keeping without question. But honestly, I kind of just hope that I can kind of get the same amount of credits in normal operations or something after this event ends in next week. So, yeah. Don't think I really played the Tulsa very much in normal operations, especially without... Definitely haven't done it with these massive credit boosters I'm currently using. But yeah, hopefully I can still get a lot of credits in those, considering I don't remember how much I was getting back then when I did use the Tulsa a few times. But yeah, I guess that's basically everything I really have to mention here currently. So yeah, that there is going to be the end of this video here. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.